Hey there YouTube, this is SGM4306 back with yet another video. This isn't a review, this is an old product, and it's actually a bricked product. Apparently, probably sometime like 5, 6, 7 years ago, Sandisk released, I believe it's Sandisk, released the IBI, I don't know how to pronounce it. This is a sort of a home server cloud thing for your photos, where this is a hard drive in here. It came in 1 and 2 terabytes as far as I know, and you would set this up in your home, set up over Wi-Fi, and then instead of using the cloud to back up your photos, it would back up to this device. And I think a couple years back they discontinued it and basically bricked all the units by basically you can't even connect to these anymore. I think if before the deadline, before the actual shut off of the service, if you changed it over to like LAN mode, it would still function, but you could never connect to it outside of your home network. But anyway, so these are going pretty cheap on eBay. The 1 terabytes are like pretty commonly available for like used, obviously, for 20 bucks, and the 2 terabytes, I got this guy I think for like 30-ish. And it is opened. However, I think this might actually be brand new, because once I open it, like all the literature is there, and even crazier, it's still like has a protective wrap on it, which I don't know if this is the way they came from the factory, if the owner put this back onto it, but this looks like brand new and unused, so it's possible that that is the case. And the reason I bought it is come on, there. Interestingly enough, there's artwork on the inside of the box that you would really not see normally. I think this is just the power brick, probably. Now this will be the real test if it's unused, because this would still be wrapped up. It is, yeah, it's still wrapped in, well, I mean, you could probably put this back in with the plastic thing, but yeah, this looks pristine, like no one ever used it. And because they're all been bricked for like a couple of years now, yeah, these are just like people are throwing them out. There's no use for them. There's no, no one's hacked these yet to make them into something else. So weird story is I'm building a computer and I just want to throw away 2 terabyte drive, and for 30 bucks 2 terabytes now in the ridiculous market conditions that we're in is not a bad deal. So I bought this to shuck. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. I guess there aren't really any teardowns online, which is very annoying. I think you just squeeze this until it opens and releases the drive. You can just about see the innards inside. It's just a single board and a 2.5-inch laptop 2 terabyte drive. So it's nothing special. I obviously, for my little gaming PC build, I would have preferred a 2 terabyte SSD, but those are ridiculously expensive. And those are going onwards of like $300-400 bucks now, which is, it's just absolutely stupid. But anyway, so I guess I'm gonna settle for a 2 terabyte mechanical spinner. I could have gotten a 3.5-inch drive, but my case is really space constrained. Anywho, let me get this open, and hopefully I can do it without removing the wrap or doing really much of anything. This is so light. There's like nothing in here. I can definitely see the drive though, so yeah, let me get into this guy and show you guys. So I did have to take off the wrap. I should have got that on film. It was actually pretty satisfying film removal. But squeezing it along the sides and rotating it worked. That's insane. Yeah, it's just a bunch of clips. That's it. And here is the drive. It is unlabeled. No, it actually does have a label on the other side, but yeah, it doesn't look quite like their consumer drives, because obviously this is an internal drive. So if you're going to get one of these to shuck, obviously, given the age, you shouldn't expect a warranty, but you doubly so will not get a warranty, because most companies only warranty components like unopened inside of the devices that they came from. So as soon as you shuck a drive, whatever warranty it may or may not have had is gone, basically. Anyway, I think this should just kind of slide out. I might need to, I could do it one-handed, yeah. One-handed teardowns. Anywho, There's a bit of shielding in there, and that's it. There's like nothing in here. That's insane. Might be able to reuse the shell. That's actually a pretty nice shell. Stick something in there. Yeah, this is looking a bit how you doing. I think it's just ABS. But we have a small heat sink. Very interesting. You can actually remove it. Oh, might actually do that. We have 2 chips. I believe from what I read online, this only has a gigabyte of RAM, and it runs a variant of like a very low powered mode of like Android, which is weird enough. You can see the wireless chipset has its own heatsink and it has an antenna at the top. And I think that's pretty much it. Just some power regulation stuff and the DC input, and it does have a USB 3.0 connector, so I guess you could plug a thumb drive into this to either back up your photos or whatever to the internal drive. But yeah. Oh, there's a little rubber doohickey for the LED, which has its own little light guide boot thingy there. Anyway, it is 4 screws, and we'll have our drive. Oh, and there's a reset button on the bottom. Cool beans. Okay, so these side things, I don't think this is just regular. It looks like a bit grubby, and I thought it was just like dirty or something. I don't think this is plastic. I think it's maybe like metal impregnated. Well, it is plastic, but probably not like a regular plastic. It looks like it's metal impregnated, like a ferrite or something, because it feels a little bit cold, and it also is obviously the drive is thermally connected via the sides to it, so they're using this as a heat sink basically. And beyond that, I had to take out 2 screws to get the drive out, and they just go straight into there and there. And here we can see one more chip that is clearly power related because it has a bunch of inductors around it, and that is it. And the SATA connector right in there. That's an interesting looking one. But yeah, there's like not much in here. Theoretically, I guess if you could reverse engineer this, you could probably stick like an SSD or a much larger drive in here. But I don't care really about this, honestly. It will go into the parts of the drawer of purgatory parts or whatever. I'm more interested in this guy, which is a Western Digital 2 terabyte. So obviously this was made after Western Digital bought out Sandisk, because the box says Sandisk, but the drive says Western Digital. Or maybe not. Maybe they just bought this drive from Western Digital to stick in this device. I don't know. You can tell I didn't really do research on this. But anywho, yeah, it is just a SATA drive, 2 terabytes, and it is fairly thin. This looks like, this is not a 7mm drive. This is definitely like a 9.5mm drive. So it's not super thin, but it will fit perfectly fine in my desktop. And are there any specs about like RPM or anything? Probably 5400, I'm gonna guess. 5 volts, about half an amp. Here, date code, 25th September 2018. So there's that, and yeah, this is just a drive. It's probably formatted like ext4 or whatever because it's Android. But I'm just gonna wipe it and put a bunch of games and music and whatever I need on my PC build for it. But yeah, this will be a secondary drive. I already have a boot drive that is an SSD, but I couldn't afford a 2 terabyte one, unfortunately, so I have to settle for a 1 terabyte for the boot drive. But yeah, this will work just fine as a second drive just for game storage. And if this craps out, then I don't really care. This was $30 for all of this. So even if this lasts me a year, I would have definitely gotten my money's worth. Plus, how can you not trust it? It has a blue check mark here, so it's got to work. Let me get this into the computer and format it and whatnot. And anywho, yeah, that's more for me. I'm not going to film all that. But yeah, I just wanted to do a teardown because I looked online. As soon as I found out that this was a thing that existed, I wanted to get one to tear it down for the drive, and I happened to get lucky and got like a new in-box one, which is weird, but whatevs. And yeah, so if you guys are interested in like shucking drives, like the 1 terabyte versions are readily available. 2 terabytes are harder to find, and they're a little more expensive used. But yeah, pretty much everyone's just getting rid of these because they're useless, unless if you open them up for the drives. They're useless as the photo storage thingy because Sandisk killed all that. Anywho, okay, so I have it all booted up. Got my new tower cooler fan in. have the SSD somewhere in the back there. Anywho, you can see here 0 hours of power on time. So this was absolutely a new thing, a new drive. It was powered up 10 times, but that was probably from the factory, them installing the firmware, setting it up. But yeah, you can see like pretty much zeros across the board. So yeah, this is a brand new drive basically that I got for 30 bucks, 2 terabytes, 2.5 inch SATA. Works for me. Yeah, and I did verify it is 5400 RPM, but that's mostly what you'd expect from like consumer facing 2.5 inch drives. But anywho, yeah, that's a good one. And through the magic of buying 2 of them, now I have 2 2 terabyte drives. Yeah, that seems pretty economical to me to buy these. For some reason, the second one that came in, which is this guy, was actually significantly harder to open than this one. And this one definitely, it's in like new condition, but definitely was used. Because if I just look at, there's like dust and stuff in there. And the power pin has some kind of like, I don't know, some kind of like dark powder on it. It's weird. Maybe they were a smoker or something, but I don't see any other signs other than it was maybe a little bit dusty. But yeah, anyway, I got 2 of these now. And I got 2 2 terabyte drives, so yeah, I have to see how many hours was on this one. This is the one that I just received that I suspect was used. Okay, so here we are. I have the drive in hand. This is the second one, obviously. And I designed a toolless, like 3D printable enclosure. It is kind of annoying to get lined up with only one hand. There we go. It is slotted in. Just sort of clicks in if I can get it right. There we go. And it just converts it to USB using cheap adapter boards off AliExpress. Oh, right, because this is Linux formatted. Here, give me a second. I'm going to actually have to format the disk to get this to show up in Crystal Disk. Okay, interestingly enough, I'm in Alme Partition Assistant. It's got a ton of different partitions. It's insane. That's why so many little drive things popped up, windows popped up when I first plugged it in, because it's got a bunch of different partitions and then a much larger ext4 partition. So let's see. All these are like unformatted little bits. That's weird. Okay, whatever. Let's see if I can delete all partitions. I don't need to wipe it, but create a partition, and I'll just make it NTFS. Sure, that's good enough. Yeah, so now I have 1.82 terabyte NTFS partition. And now it shows up as J, disk J. There we go, J. So it looks like this drive is actually new. That's interesting. So maybe it sat in the box and someone opened it and never really used it. Because yeah, it's only been powered on 6 times, 0 hour count, and like zeros across the board, other than things that shouldn't be 0. But yeah, so this is also a brand new drive. So there we go. Now I have a really cheap external 2 terabyte laptop drive. So cool beans. But yeah, anywho, yeah, I guess this is a viable way to get 2.5 inch SATA 2 terabyte drives now. So cool. I'll be on the lookout for more, I guess. I'll just collect these, I guess. That's my thing now. Hopefully you guys like this very quick teardown and how to shuck a IB, whatever. Because as far as I can see, like no one else has posted any videos of this process. So I guess I'm the first. Yay. I'll see you guys in the next one though. Bye.